Welcome to Sell Your Books Saturday, day 48 of the 2-Minute Author Challenge. Today's quote comes from Mahatma Gandhi, who said, "The best way to find yourself is to lose yourself in the service of others." Hi, my name is Christopher D'Armani, and I help authors go from blank page to finished first draft to published book with ease. And this might seem like an odd quote for a discussion about selling books, but when you realize and accept that sales is service, I think it makes a lot more sense. So let's go to the slides, and I just want to talk about how service to others actually brings clarity to our own life. So if you've written a book that is that solves a specific problem for a specific set of people, a problem that you've been through personally that you have found the solution to, and you're now sharing that with others. I've talked about this before. Not selling your book, not promoting your book to help these people is actually a disservice both to you and to them. And I would argue that it's a greater disservice to the people who your book can help than it is to you for not selling it. So service to others actually brings clarity to our life. And so how do we apply that principle to our life? Great question. So does your book solve a specific problem? As I discussed a moment ago, if it does, that's fantastic, because that's kind of the whole point of a transformational nonfiction book. But who does it solve that problem for? That's the bigger question in the sense of marketing your book, because these are the people you need to find so that you can make them aware that your book exists, so that they can buy it, solve the problem, and have a better life as a result. That's the whole point of doing this stuff, right? So where can you find these people? Well, the number one thing you want to do is make sure you have a really great book description. And I've shot videos previously on previous editions of Sell Your Book Saturday talking about how to write a better book description, because once people are aware of your book and they go to your listing on Amazon or some other online book retailer, if the copy that's there doesn't grab their attention, all your efforts to get them to that page are for naught. So another thing you want to think about is, where do these people gather in the real world or online? Is there an online community that you can join and help people solve this problem? Are there in-person communities or gatherings? Same thing. All of this is towards how can you make people aware of your book so that you can become more service-oriented in terms of your presentation, all of those sorts of things that help people build that know, like, and trust factor in you. And ultimately, of course, the goal is to get this book into the hands of your ideal readers, the people for whom your book solves that specific problem. So one of the things you can do, and I've used this with a specific set of books for community centers, and it can be really helpful in raising awareness of your book. So say you donate a couple of copies to your local community center. They get read, they get shared. If it's a solution and it solves that problem really well, people aren't going to want to borrow the book. They're going to want to buy the book. So this can be one avenue of towards really helping sell your books. Same thing for community centers. Senior centers. Very similar thing. If your book is targeting older people and it's solving a problem for them, that's a great place to also sort of raise awareness of your book. If you're focused on drug, alcohol, rehab, that sort of a thing, then those centers are a great place to donate copies of your book. Because again, these are people who are desperately, people don't go to rehab for fun. People go to rehab because their life is in a shambles and they need to fix it. So if your book helps solve that problem, then those are also great places to sort of help raise awareness of your book. And if you can make it part of the curriculum, for example, in some of those places, my goodness, that's massive, massive. So where else do those people with the problems that you solve go to get help? Be really creative. Think about this. Just trying to figure out, like, whatever you can come up with, try it. See what happens. But just track all your results, right? Because again, as I said at the top of this, sales is service. I won't repeat myself. Serve first and then see where that leads you. Number one, it's going to help you feel a lot more fulfilled because you're not being all hypey and salesy and all that garbage. You're actually out there trying to help specific individuals solve a specific problem. And as I mentioned a moment ago, make sure you track all your results. Because unless you track your results, you track how many copies went where, what results did that lead to in that specific community, you're going to have no way of knowing what's working. And the whole point of sales, of course, is to be able to track where your results are coming from so you can replicate them and scale them, right? So I hope that helps clarify a little bit around what I mean by sales as service, how you can help the people you serve find your book. And if you do, I'd love it if you'd like and share this and comment on what struck you best about that video. Connect with me on LinkedIn. I would love it if you would do that. Same thing on Facebook, Twitter, all the rest of them. sleekbio.com/Christopher contains links to all of my social media accounts, so you can go there and access all of that stuff. And the August grand prize for my monthly giveaway is a copy of Scrivener. So whether you're working on Windows or Mac, you have the opportunity here, should you just choose to go to christopherdiarmani.net/giveaway and sign up for this August grand prize. You could win a copy of what is arguably one of the best writing programs for authors out there. So with that, focus on service. Focus on service. It has so many benefits, including figuring out who you are, why you're doing this at a whole nother level. And I'm a huge fan of peeling back that onion and finding as many levels of all this stuff as we possibly can. So with that, I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day. And I will talk to you again tomorrow at 3 o'clock. Bye-bye.